field. And the draw play through the middle with McGurr won't get the 5. He'll pick up a couple, and we may see Hilleman coming on to punt here. I don't think we're talking Measurement City. And indeed, it should be time for Brian Hilleman to try and boot one away. 4th down and 2. And the receiving crew for Hofstra is getting set. Patrick Garrity, a freshman defensive back. Your ship's in, Dave. Garrity is back deep, right around the 45-yard line. And Hilleman is back near his own end zone. Whistles and strange things are happening, and swipes and slaps are being taken. Well, Hofstra crew coming in on Hilleman, who said, wait a minute, there's a whistle here. I can't kick it. And we got motion, and it's going against Western, the illegal procedure, and that will make the kick a little more difficult. And what could be happening, Dave, is a scenario with Hofstra having excellent field position to start.
Well, regardless of what happens right now, Hilleman is going to be forced to punt from the back of his end zone. And I'm wondering what Hofstra is going to decide to do. If they'll try to go after the kick or they'll try to stop a return. No matter what they decide to do, they're going to have excellent field position when they do get the ball.
The snap is a good one. The kick by Hilleman is not that high and not that end over end, and instead Garrity gets it, slides his way across the 35 down near the 30-yard line, so it's great field position for the Flying Dutchman. But Brian Hilleman tried his best, but he was put under very adverse conditions. Hard to not give the Flying Dutchman good field position. Quarterback Alan Squeary is set. It's 1st and 10. For the guys from Hempstead. And the handoff is a beauty. Phil LaGreca finding a hole through the line and pouring through for a 1st down and more. As he was able to work his way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's the first significant carry LaGreca's had all day, as it was a draw play right up the middle. He got good blocks that time, and if he had a little bit of luck, he could have went for a touchdown. Nice game-saving tackles made, touchdown-saving tackles made by Pat Hackett that time.
They'll place the ball at the 22, where it's 1st and 10 again. Wide to the left side goes Peter Murphy. No one's in motion. Squeary again, the handoff to Phil LaGreca, and he's going all the way. Phil LaGreca chews up 20-some-odd yards, bangs into a fence, and absolutely loves every second of it, as again, the running play, which has not been successful for Hofstra today, scores twice in a row, and the second time hurts because it means 6 points on the board, and that makes a 14-12 ball game.
Well, here again we see the exact same play that they did on the previous play, and he goes in for the touchdown as nobody came close to tackling. Good run that time by Phil LaGreca going right up the middle.
So Phil LaGreca gets the points. We'll see what they do here. Will they try to tie it up with a conversion? Will they try to kick the football? We'll have that question answered as soon as possible. In fact, right now,
they're going to go for the
in there.
Two-point conversion.
So they're going for the 2 points. LaGreca has just scored for Hofstra in motion to the right side. Palermo. Squeary looking, and he's tackled. He was looking over the middle, and the Western D came in, and once again, David, it's a case of Hofstra not getting the extra points.
Well, I'll tell you, I had some tears in my eyes at the beginning of the game because of the fact that they marched out Pat Hackett and Jamie Punny because they are graduating seniors. I'm so happy for these guys. Pat Hackett, especially having a big game as he comes up with another big play, and he's done that all his career here at Western.
So the score is Western 14, Hofstra 12. We'll be back with more football action.
Hi, I'm Gino Arconti. In Danbury, the Settle Daniels Insurance Agency has stood the test of time. Proud to be part of Danbury's past, fully qualified to meet today's rapidly changing needs, and fully aware of the responsibilities tomorrow will bring. As in most things, an insurance company has to keep pace with progress without losing sight of the qualities that made it grow.
Settle Daniels Insurance, insuring the family and everything that's important to it.
14-12. Western is leading by 2. Phil LaGreca, his 6th touchdown of the season, getting Hofstra right back into the thick of things, but again, They do not come through getting the extra points. 7:23 remaining in the third quarter. Bart Pasterna, Dave Moore, Abe Najimi with you on Group W Cable and Radio 80 WLAD. Line drive kick is going to be scooped up this time around by Western, and they'll handle the football rather well and get some good field position at the same time, bringing it up across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Well, now we're going to see how the Colonial offense reacts, because the Flying Dutchmen have come out. They've taken the initiative here in the second half, and they went in for the score. The score now is 14-12. They're only trailing by 2 points. They have an excellent field goal kicker, which you have to consider should it get late in the game. But right now, the Colonels are just going to have to make the adjustments, and they're going to have to come out firing.
Wes Pugh on the return, giving Western some decent field position here. And it's Atkinson on the carry off the left side, working his way up near the 36-yard line. Should be 2nd and 6 forthcoming. A first down would be at Western's own 41-yard line.
Now, right now, it's getting hard to see where the ball is being placed, because the lines are just totally been obliterated by the snow.
Looks like we're in Denver on a Monday night, but no one's throwing snowballs. That's how you can tell the difference. Flags are down on this particular play. On the 2nd down and 5, Mike Magura had banged ahead for maybe a yard, but it could very well be called back.
Well, we've seen him go to David Atkinson and Mike Magura in the first half, and then going to David Atkinson and Mike Magura this time. So right now they're just keeping the ball on the ground and playing it safe so far.
Well, there's a major discussion going on as the officials are discussing the situation. And David, how many officials are really out there today? It is a definite 5.
Definite 5. I think that the New England Football Conference works on 4 referees, don't they?
Generally, I think so. And it may even be up to teams' discretion, but Hofstra, of course, used to playing with 5 referees. We had 5 here at Western as well for the Coast Guard game. 5 has become the standard of excellence.
And as we saw in many games during the season in the New England Football Conference, I suggest that they go to 5 referees also, and I'm sure you would make that suggestion.
Well, 5 heads can make just as many mistakes as 4. 2nd down and 2 as it goes against Hofstra after the discussion was continuing for quite some time here at the Midtown Campus Field. And Miller on the keeper. He's going to get the first down and more as he works it up near the 45-yard line, Western Zone 45. And so the Fighting Seas will be able to continue this drive in the entire second half. We've only gone through nearly 10 minutes, so Western has not scored yet in the second half, but they have been able to chew up some time. Certainly, now I think they want to work their way down there and be a little bit more successful, get the execution going, and hoping that Hofstra hasn't figured out how many cards are left in the deck that Coach Pasqualoni is holding. First down and 10, thanks to the Miller run. Wade fakes the handoff to Magura, pitches right side. Samuelson, a good block thrown by Atkinson, and Samuelson makes the turn up near the 48-yard line. And a host of white jerseys after Guy Samuelson, but he made a good move. Was able to at least pick up 3 or 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get 4 yards on that pitch. Wade Miller did a good job of rolling out to his right, getting the pitch off. He's done an excellent job of pitching the ball today. Guy Samuelson took it, turned it up the right corner, and Tim O'Malley, the free safety, came over and had to make the tackle, but not before he got 4 crucial yards.
Wade Miller, the freshman from Port Chester, New York. Draw play to Magura, and Mike Magura bangs through for 3 or 4. It'll be 3rd down and 2 coming up for Western.
And that time we see Mike Magura going up the middle past Frank Savino, number 97, and Darnell Milton, number 98, both tackles for Hofstra. And he's doing an excellent job today of doing some power running.
Well, this is not ice hockey you're seeing currently on Group W cable, and we're not broadcasting ice capades for everyone on WLA Day, but it's a snowy day in Danbury. The snow continues to come down. It's covering the Midtown campus. 3rd and 3 for Western. Pitch out, left side, Atkinson. He's trying to turn the corner. He gets the first down. He's across the 50 and into Flying Dutchman territory down near the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Western right there.
As we pointed out to the viewers and also to the listeners during the season, we were wondering why David Atkinson wasn't seeing more action than when he was, and that was because of the fact is that the quarterback makes the read, and because you have such a fine runner like Wade Miller, he usually plays it conservatively and takes his own number, and he's been very successful at doing it. But today we're seeing him make good pitches, and that time he gets it out to David Atkinson, who is a big play man for the Colonials, and he does an excellent job that time of getting the first down.
1st and 10 for Western. Atkinson again tries to cut off the left side. It won't work. Maybe a couple of yards right there. It'll be 2nd down. And for them to achieve a first down, they'll have to get to the 36-yard line of the Flying Dutchman. They come in with a 4-5 record. Western at 9-1, hoping for postseason play, but they only lead by 2 right now, 14-12 with 4:19 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Miller has Goodrich to the right side. He delays, keeps it himself. High pitch out. Samuelson loses the ball. He fumbles, and it's recovered by Hofstra. Courtney Walcott, the quarterback, coming up to make the play. The left quarterback making the play to recover the football, but the initial hit on Samuelson is what dislodged the football, and initially it's the pitch out where the problem is.
Well, that time Miller rolled out as he was about to take the hit. He pitched it out to Guy Samuelson, number 40. It was a high pitch. Samuelson did bring it down, but I think that one of the factors that led to that fumble is the fact that we have to point out that Guy Samuelson is playing with a cast, and that play was designed to the right, and usually they've lined him up on the left to try to avoid taking the pitch with his cast, and that time I think he just could not control the ball with that cast on his right hand.
So it's 1st and 10 for Hofstra on the turnover by Western, and they'll go for the draw play immediately. They will have a first down if they can make it up to the 48-yard line of Western. LaGreca on that particular carry picks up 3, so it is 2nd and 7, and they'll be operating from their own 45-yard line.
So we saw the momentum swinging back to the Colonials, and they were having a very good set of driving the ball down the field, but that costly fumble now gives the opportunity to Hofstra to get the ball back. So now it's up to the defense to try to hang in there and try to get that ball back for themselves.
Palermo wide to the left. Moore wide to the right. Squeary rolling around the right side. The pressure's on. He still gets rid of the football and throws it incomplete along the far sidelines, intended for Moore, but it was way short, and Squeary took a hit. No doubt about it for Joey Viafor, but it was as he was releasing the football, so that is, as they say in the delicatessen, absolutely kosher.
Absolutely, and Joe Viafor has had some big games. He's really come on in the final games of the season in the New England Football Conference. He had a couple big games a couple weeks ago, or should I say he had one big game a couple weeks ago, and he's done an excellent job of getting in and putting pressure on the quarterback, and that time he does an excellent job of putting pressure on Squeary and delivering a good hit.
Again, it's Palermo left, Moore right, Squeary on 3rd and 7. The pressure is on him one more time, and he is dumped. Jamie Prunty, the senior nose guard. This, perhaps, the last game of his college football career. 6 foot, 220 senior, and Prunty implants Squeary into the snow.
Jamie P. came in that time. Squeary was dropping back, and they had flooded the zone on the left side, and he did have a wide receiver open had he been able to get the ball up. But a big play by number 78, Jamie Prunty, playing in his final regular season game, and now he comes up with a big play.
It creates a 4th and 17 as a loss of 10 yards on that play, and kicking from back around his own 20 or so is Murphy, and the kick is going to roll across the 50, down near the 40-yard line, and finally stopped at the 36. That's where Western will take over at their own 36, so they got to break there as the D comes through, and you got to pick each other up from time to time during a football game, Dave, and the defense has picked up the offense when they've had a few problems, and Jamie Prunty in particular today, the leading quarterback sack man on the season, and that shift from defensive end to nose guards made a difference.
Absolutely. Jamie Prunty has done an excellent job, and it's good to see on that set of downs Joey Viafor and the rest of that defensive line coming alive, and they certainly did that time in holding Hofstra.
Guy Samuelson on 1st and 10 gets maybe a yard, 2nd and 9. Coming up right here as he made it up near the 40. 2:15, that's all that remains in the third quarter. A Western offense, Bobby Ratkin, the tight end, Mickey Smith, Jerry Goodrich alternating at the split ends. Goodrich in now, goes wide to the left side. The tackles, Mark Lone, Wayne Anderson, Darren Bear, Bob Grady. The guards, Chuck Blaska. The center, Danbury native, and Miller, Atkinson, Samuelson, Magura in the backfield. Wade Miller, the quarterback, pitches left side to Atkinson, and Dave is going to be trapped behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and call it 11 as the Flying Dutchman are figuring out this wishbone and now trying to break it in half.
Now that time they were set the play up so it was going to the left, but they ran it a little bit too deep. So when the pitch was taken, they were deep behind the line, and the tackle was made by the Hofstra defense, driving the Colonials back. Big 3rd down play now.
Courtney Walcott apparently is going to go one-on-one right now. He's the man trying to pick up Mickey Smith along the right side. So Smith is the split end in there. And Miller takes the handoff. He's rolling to his right. The pressure's on. He finds Mike Magura over the middle, and Magura takes a hit, but he may have that first down. He is stopped right around the 50-yard line up near the 49, and that should be good enough for a first down.
Nice play that time by Wade Miller. Hid the ball very well as he dropped back, rolled out to his right side, looked for Mike Magura coming out of the backfield, and he was there, and he took a hit there, that time by number 4, Courtney Walcott, but not before he gets close to the first down. And it looks like they're going to be about a football length away from getting the first down, Bart.
I saw that football move back. So it's 4th and a smidgen. And Miller and company are going to try and do it against a charged-up Hofstra team trying to get back in the ball game. They are down only by 2, and Guy Samuelson has it off the right side. He has the first down. So Western will still have control of the football as Samuelson finds a hole along the right side. The Western crowd erupting with excitement. 22 seconds remain in the third quarter, and Western will still get a chance.
Oh, you just had to look at Charlie Blaska that time, pointing his finger towards in the air to say, hey, it's our ball, and we're driving right now. And that's exactly what they're doing as they handed the ball off to Guy Samuelson, and he gets the big first down.
And once again, the left quarterback, Courtney Walcott, in on the stop. It's 1st and 10 with time ticking away in the 3rd. And Miller is going for the long count. Sends it up the middle with Mike Magura, finds a hole to 45, the 40. And Mike Magura, as time runs out of the 3rd, has picked up some healthy yardage and a first down. Western leads 14-12. We'll be back on Group W Cable and WLAD.
38-yard line.
Do you need money to turn an older home into one with a bright new look? Or wasted space into a lovely room? Do you need to retire the old car in favor of a new one? Do you need money for a hard-earned vacation? You can borrow up to 90% of the equity in your home at an attractive interest rate from Danbury Savings and Loan. DSL will arrange a repayment schedule to fit your budget. It's easy, convenient, and quick. Cash with a home equity loan from Danbury Savings and Loan.
Looking for a high-performance radio without the high price? Look at Kelly's at John Val Tires.
Chargers, performance, radio.
Designed for outstanding handling and traction. Precision engineered for excellent steering and cornering control and built for long mileage. Kelly's, the speed-rated radios that fit the original wheels of over 150 makes and models, designed with the look you're looking for. Raised white letters or distinctive black-on-black lettering. Kelly's.
Chargers, performance, radio.
For that driving urge in all of us, from John Val Tires.
All righty, we are back at the Midtown Campus Field, and the drama is unfolding. Western a 2-point lead on the Flying Dutchman of Hofstra. The Fighting Colonials with the football, and 15 minutes remaining in this game. Bart Pasterna, Dave Moore, Ada Jamie with you on Group W Cable and Radio 80. WLAD, the leader in Greater Danbury.
I think we're doing a hell of a job. I call it 11 yards.
Well, the excitement is growing here at Western Connecticut, and the announcement was just made that Mike Magura becomes the second leading runner in Western history to go over 1,000 yards. Scott Haney, who's president of today's ball game, was the first runner to do it last year, and now Mike does it this year. You couldn't be happier for him. And right now, as we look at the weather, we've heard weather reports that there are some minor accidents around the area, and there certainly was a minor accident on that last play as he really gave a hit to number 90, Mike Forrest, the defensive end. And I'm talking about a fullback putting a hit on a defensive end. As we said, Mike McGurr gives some sticks when he runs the ball, and today he has really run the ball with authority and power. It's really good to see.
Well. We finally got everything figured out on the field. It's a tough job for the officials today, and I give everybody a lot of credit. We have seen a well-called football game today, and a tough job for them because they have the chain gangs and everybody out there trying to do their best job. And, of course, with people screaming, yelling, and going bonkers doesn't make it easier either, but they're trying to do the best job they can considering the field's obliterated, covered with snow, and it doesn't make life easy for these guys who, I guess, right now, know this is a pressure cooker ball game. 14-12 and 15 minutes to go. And Western has the football at the 40-yard line of Hofstra. Wade Miller on 1st and 10, throwing the short pass, complete. McGurr, and he hangs on and hangs tough. A gain of 5. It's 2nd and 5 forthcoming for Western.
Wow, this is slowly turning into the Mike McGurr show, and that time, again, he comes out of the backfield to come up with a big pass reception. As Wade Miller dropped back, made a nice rollout, hid the ball very well, and then delivered it to Mike McGurr, who makes a clutch catch.
Mike McGurr has been such a stellar performer. And it's hard to believe he's only a junior. I mean, it seems like he's been here forever as one of the big honchos in the backfield. As Dave mentioned, Scott Haney, a great Western running back in attendance today. McGurr on the 2nd and 4, bangs his way toward a first down, close to that 30-yard line, and a great second effort by Mike McGurr.
Second effort, third efforts, fourth efforts, that's what you're talking about when you're talking about Mike McGurr. You just won't go down on one initial tackle. It takes a lot to bring him down, and he's a good, strong runner, and he showed it over the years here at Western Connecticut State, and he's shown it again today.
Jerry Goodrich will go wide to the left side, and he will be taken in a one-on-one situation by the strong safety, Pat Garrity. And again, the draw play, right side, Guy Samuelson, bingo, first down. And hello, everybody, the Western running game is trying to do a lot of things right now and get down near that goal line.
Right now, they're working on the right side. That's Darnell Milton, Kevin Lyons, the defensive lineman, and Bill O'Neill, whose primary area is to cover that, make that coverage over in that zone. And right now, they're getting worked on pretty good as Guy Sanderson picks up good yards and a first down for the Colonials.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line of Hofstra, and it's Mike McGurr banging his way down to the 18, and it should be a first down. Mike McGurr high-stepping it through the snow, because you never know what you find in the snow, especially in the middle of a football field.
And right now, that fullback option play to McGurr is working real well as he's getting into the secondary of the Flying Dutchman, and these secondary men have to come over and make the tackle is what you want. That tells you that you're getting good blocks up front to be able to move everybody out, so he's getting lanes to run in.
2nd down, and they're going to call it 2 here, and Guy Samuelson will get that easily. He is across the 15, and down near the 10-yard line, Guy Samuelson with a first down for Western Connecticut State. Guy Samuelson, a native of Danbury, and how proud he's made his folks.
Guy Samuelson takes the ball. He gets excellent blocks that time from Darren Bear, Mark Lone, along with Wayne Anderson, and did an excellent job that time to open up the lanes and get another good carry for the Colonials.
So they'll have a first and goal from the 8, and somebody slipped. The snow causing that time Mark Lone, the tackle, to slip. And so he'll be called for offsides. It's unfortunate, but field conditions could do that. So the whistle blew, a flag was down, and bingo, legal procedure is the call, thanks to the natural elements there. So that'll be a pushback situation. David, a nice crowd today for a super snowy day, and I'm sure a lot of them are on hand as well for the blue-white scrimmage that'll be going on, the basketball scrimmage at the gym. This is truly a festive day. What a way to end a regular season.
And these are truly die-hard football fans, Colonial football fans, along with Hofstra football fans.
Yep. A lot of people came up from Long Island for this one. 3,100 on hand. Wade Miller on 1st and 13 gets across the 10. And whoa, we got some people being thrown here. Bobby Rapkin gets tossed. He was throwing a block, and he literally got spun up in the air. And I think Bobby is discussing the fact that he'd like to show his tattoo to someone now. Here's Wade Miller going over his own blocker, Atkinson, and then Bobby Rapkin getting spun by Bill O'Neill, one of the linebackers.
So Bill O'Neill and Bobby Rapkin going at it. Looks like the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
I'm telling you. And that was well after the play as well. So it's 2nd down coming up here. And 10. They'll say Miller picked up 3 on the play. And Mike Magura barrels off the left side, and he gets across the 5-yard line. Mike Magura with a tremendous game there. And we'll have a 3rd down and goal from the, I guess, 3 or 4 yard line, David.
We're seeing strictly power running now by the Colonials, and they're doing an excellent job. And let's credit that offensive line. Wayne Anderson, Bobby Grady, Chuck Blassett, Darren Bear, Mark Long, along with Bobby Rapkin, the new Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion, because they're going out there and they're making the blocks.
3rd and goal from the 2. Mike Magura doesn't take it. Wade Miller's trying the keeper, and he's nailed for a loss. And the Hofstra D excited about that. Several folks in on the stop, including that cornerback again, Courtney Walcott. We had called his name an awful lot today, and he's doing an outstanding job out there. So it'll be 4th down, and Miller was stopped for a loss of maybe 1 or 2. Actually, they're going to say more than that. They'll say he was stopped at the 7, so it's 4th and goal from the 7, and Caulfield's going to try and kick it right here, making a field goal of some 24 yards for the youngster to attempt.
Big play now for the Colonials as they decide to go for the field goal, considering the conditions out there. But it looks like they're going to go for the field goal.
Well, there's a timeout being called by the Flying Dutchman of Hofstra. We'll take a break with a score. Western 14, Hofstra 12.
I'm George Trudell, president of Nutmeg Federal Savings and Loan Association, your hometown bank. Nutmeg Federal treats each and every customer with friendly professional service. We're open daily till 6 and on Saturdays till noon to make banking as convenient as possible. A vast array of savings plans, as well as residential mortgages, home equity loans, and auto loans are available. Come into Nutmeg Federal and see for yourself. We're your friendly professional hometown bank. Nutmeg Federal Savings. We're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We return to the Midtown Campus Field. In Danbury, Western leading 14-12, 10-10 remaining in the game, and Martin Caulfield's going to attempt a 24-yard field goal for the Fighting Colonials and try and give Western a 5-point lead in this contest. Caulfield is 5 for 9 on field goals, trying to make it 6 for 10. The kick is up, and it is good. Martin Caulfield. It's 17-12. Western leading. We'll be back with Fighting Colonials football after these messages.
Hi, we're Georgetown Lincoln Mercury, and we have Lincolns, Mercuries.
Hold it, Paul. I would like to tell these lovely people all about our new Lincolns, Mercuries, and Jeeps we have here at Georgetown Lincoln Mercury.
Yeah, but Russ, I was going to tell the people about the cars.
Yeah, but Paul, I'm the boss. I figure I should tell them.
Yeah, but I'm the sales manager, and it's my job.
I know, Paul, but I'm better looking.
Georgetown Lincoln Mercury, 7 miles south of I-84, exit 3 on Route 7.
Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry? Aren't you hungry for Burger King now?
Aren't you hungry for extra cash? Well, you could earn that extra cash with a full or part-time job with Burger King. Come in, fill out an application, and when you come in for your interview, you'll receive a coupon for a free Whopper. Apply at your local Burger King.
Yeah. We're at the Midtown Campus Field, 17-12 Western leading, thanks to a 24-yard field goal by Martin Caulfield. And the kickoff by Caulfield is a lowrider picked up by Courtney Walcott. He's going to try and take it across the 20, 25, 30, 35. He's up near the 40, and he keeps on going, but he stepped out of bounds. And he may have stepped out before that 40-yard line. So Hofstra will have control and a good return on the scooper by Walcott, David.
Absolutely, and it gives Hofstra good field position. Colonials, as we saw before, got an excellent snap, good hold by Kenny Jenkins, and then Martin Caulfield was able to put the field goal, put the Colonials up by 5 points, but a touchdown would give Hofstra the lead, and they've come back and put themselves in excellent field position on that return.
So Caulfield, by the way, now 6 for 10 on the field goal attempts this year. And even more so, he has 65 points, and that is tops on the team in scoring. It's 1st and 10 for the Flying Dutchman. They have the ball, but it's at the 33-yard line. And faking it is squaring as he'll take it himself around the left side. He's across the 40, the 45, and he's got a first down.
Well, it looks like there's going to be flags during the play. We're going to have to wait and see what they are, but nonetheless, an excellent play by Alan Squirty that time as he bootlegged it to the left and came up with excellent yards and a possible